Hello, James, it's Wednesday. Now today is the continuation of Theme Week, cultures that we love but everybody else seems to hate. Because I think it's really important to look at our culture objectively, including the prejudices that we may have, and assessing whether they're, justified or not. As much as New Left subcultural theory can be spoiled, spoiler alert, no prejudices are justified. I really liked your video on Saturday. I liked that you recognised that Chavs just aren't this standalone thing, and that they have influences from the past and from other parts of the world. I also really liked that even though Chavs have made both our lives a misery, maybe the same Chavs, the compassion was still present even though you were basically taking the piss out of them for 3.5 minutes. Though James, I want you to remember that every human being is deserving of compassion and love, even Chavs. Which runs smoothly onto the culture that I really love but everybody else seems to hate. Beliebers. Oh god, Bieber flip. The followers of the pop singer Justin Bieber. But James, I think I may have to tell you something. I am a belieber. In other words, I'm a fan of Justin Bieber, even though that may betray my age, my gender, and my standing in musical knowledge and shit. Even though it's fashionable for young men such as myself to hate on Justin Bieber, I'm going to provide the internet 3 reasons why it's okay to like Justin Bieber. First reason doesn't actually have that much to do with Justin Bieber himself. Okay, so here's Justin Bieber being all smiley and singy and lovely, but Justin Bieber isn't just a person. We also have his record label, his producer, people who organise the tours and that, and the beliebers themselves. And all of these people do the best job in the world, what they can do. One of my pastimes is gawping at the sheer amount of organisation that went into the My World 2.0 tour. It's like this beautiful game of Tetris. And what his producer and his record label, Island Def Jam, do very well is that they make music that makes your brain happy. James, our brains, despite being really insanely complex, inexplicably like certain sounds. They like sounds that are repetitive, melodious, and sound like this. Oh baby, 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 oh well baby, 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 oh. Which brings me on to the final point why it's okay to be a belieber. I know you know this and everybody else who I know knows this, but some of our audience may not know this. I am hugely into the Beatles. So much so that every single one of my videos has some reference. And I know for most people it's very sacrilegious to compare Justin Bieber and the Beatles, but early Beatles and Justin Bieber are doing exactly the same thing. I find it completely hypocritical when people such as myself go, oh, Justin Bieber, he's so manufactured, I'm gonna go home and listen to the Beatles. Oh, what's on? Oh, love, love me do, you know I love you. Which has 50% less chords in it than Baby. All Justin Bieber needs to do is break out of this teeny bop image and grow with his fans. Continue in that vein, get addicted to heroin, get a psycho girlfriend, and then explode. Compare the Beatles from about 1962 to about 1964 to Justin Bieber now. The huge network around the Beatles and Justin Bieber are doing exactly the same thing. They're targeting young girls into buying shitloads of records. I really love early Beatles for the same reason I really love the music of Justin Bieber. It's repetitive and that's why it's okay to be a belieber. So James, one final thing which will push me hopefully over the 4-minute mark. It's your birthday tomorrow, and as a birthday present, you or Rachel gets to punish me in whatever way you see fit. Please be humane. James, I shall see you on Saturday.